Oh, wow.
That's
I mean, he has
interesting.
every aspect. We were down at SpaceX. Now, 3 years ago, or maybe 4 years ago now, that was just a swamp. 2 years later, this rocket's gone.
Hmm.
And Elon says to me, well, I want to do, I want to send a rocket to Mars every 3 days, have a rocket land in Mars. I went, yeah, that's a good idea. But I remember what he said about the charging station. I said, how are you going to do that? He goes, oh, let me show you. And he's got a room filled with these rockets, jet engines that, well, bigger than this building, hundreds of them.
Wow.
To get ready to go to Mars. I mean,
Yep.
Yeah.
So I never underestimate the guy. Is he controversial? Yeah, I guess so. And no matter who you are, Colin Powell was a good friend of mine. And I asked him about running for president. And he says, the greatest day of your life is the day when you announce. The next day, everybody hates you because half of the people are always going to disagree on whatever you say.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what happens.
It's like what you're saying about cars. Like, not every car is for everyone.
Right.
Videos about cars, even. Like, you don't have to watch that video. You don't have to comment.
Right. Some people like the Lamborghini Corrado. Other people would rather have the Audi. It's the same V10, except one is acquired and not quite as showy, not quite as flashy. It just all depends what you like.
That's interesting. We drove a Chinese electric car a couple of days ago.
Right.
And there is this kind of looming fear, and I know now we have the 100% tariff on Chinese vehicles that's coming in. But what's your thought on Chinese cars coming into America? And do you think that's something that is going to be a shift in market?
Well, competition makes everything better, and the reason we have all these things is because there's competition. You go to Cuba, you people don't even have a personal computer. You can't have anything. I mean, the idea is somebody can make it better, more efficient, they're going to win. Right now, I find a lot of the Chinese stuff is not quite up to spec.
Yeah.
Plus you have, well, there's all sorts of situations with Chinese made goods and especially with dealing with electronics. So I don't know. We'll see what it is. I mean, we live in a free market. You have the right to buy the best version of whatever you want. When I was a kid in the 50s, my uncle had a color TV. He was one of those guys that bought everything. He had a Cadillac, a color TV, an air conditioner in his house. I mean, all this kind of stuff, which was like, whoa, here's Americans riding cars with big fins and rock and roll and 15-cent hamburgers. It's hilarious.
We had 50% of the world's wealth at that time.
Yeah,
right
that's
after World War II.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, it was a very optimistic period.
So you have famously said that you don't buy Ferraris.
No, I like